When it comes to towing and hauling heavy loads, nothing does it better than a heavy-duty pickup truck like the Ford F-Series. Hi, this is Joe from Scarff Ford, and today we're going to talk about this 2026 F350 STX. Let's dive in. Beautiful example, fresh off the truck. For 2026, there are no changes. It's pretty much identical to a 2025. This thing is really nice shape. Love this shade of blue. Nice contrasting black wheel and tire package. There's no mistaking that Ford F-Series front end styling. While the F-150 is a very capable light-duty full-size pickup truck with up to about a 13,000 pound tow rating, when you have a truck that size and you're pulling 13,000 pounds, you really don't want to max out your vehicle. Even though the manufacturer says it's 13,000 pounds or 10,000 pounds, you don't want to go all the way up to that limit. You're just pushing the vehicle too hard. While the top of the line towing equipped F-150 might be able to tow close to 13,000 pounds, it's really going to be breathing hard, and the rear end's going to be squatting down with all that weight, all that tongue weight. Quite the opposite. This thing could tow 13,000 pounds up Snoqualmie Pass, and you probably wouldn't even know you had anything behind you. It's really a big difference when you go to a HT pickup versus a light duty. There are a number of different engines available in the F-Series. You have an amazing 7.3 liter gas engine, but a fan favorite obviously is a 6.7 liter Power Stroke. There are two versions of the Power Stroke. There's a low output and a high output. An easy giveaway is that the high output one will actually have the Power Stroke in red, or the low output like this one has it in black. And low outputs, relatively speaking. The low output version makes 475 horsepower and 1,050 pound-feet of torque. The high output version of the Power Stroke makes 500 horsepower and 1,200 pound-feet of torque. That is just an insane amount of power. And it's pretty crazy. Obviously, you know, this is not a dual rear wheels, but the maximum tow rating on the F350 with dual rear wheels and stuff, I think it's close to like 19 tons, something crazy like that. That's almost like a semi-truck. Now, obviously the F350, that comes standard with a heavy-duty tow hitch. This has a larger 8-foot bed. You can also get a 6.75-foot bed, but when it's time to, you know, when you're actually using this thing for truck things, hauling dimensional lumber, using it on the job site for trades and things like that, having the 8-foot bed is definitely going to be able to fit. It's going to be able to accommodate a lot more things. The F350 has a pretty high ride height. I'm 6'2", and me getting in and out of this bed, not going to be easy, but Ford's got your back. You hit this button right here. This is the optional tailgate step, which is easy to deploy and makes it a cinch getting in and out of the bed. So if you got to carry stuff in and out or get in the bed for whatever reason, instead of having to crawl into the bed like a spider, you can easily just step up there and have easy access. Obviously, this thing's all set up for a gooseneck and fifth wheel. Easy to deploy, easy to put away. You can see I'm easily just doing that with one hand while holding the camera. Well, 4 doors, this has room for the family, your friends, your co-workers. Nice spacious seating back here, limousine-like rear space, and then when you're not using the rear seats, you can flip them up for even more cargo space. So if there's stuff you don't want to expose out to the elements in the bed for theft or getting wet and dirty, you can have pretty much as much cargo space in the rear area of a Ford Expedition with this nice cargo area with the seats folded up. Well, this might not be the full-on luxury Lariat or Platinum version of the F-Series. This thing still has a really nice interior. I grew up in the car business. My dad was in the car business. My dad worked at a Ford dealership back in the 90s, and the pickup trucks being like Cadillacs or Lincolns or luxury vehicles is kind of a new thing. You know, when I was a kid, seeing Ford pickup trucks with leather interiors was pretty rare. This is pretty much as luxurious as you get. So, no fancy bells and whistles, but still very comfortable. All the stuff you need. This is a real truck. This is a real working truck. It's not a cowboy Cadillac or anything like that. This thing is meant to do truck stuff. We have Ford's fantastic sync infotainment system, rear parking camera. We have these auxiliary upfitter switchers if you want to add some more accessories. You have lots of storage, and you can flip the seat up for sitting 3 across in the front, 3 across in the back for a total of 6. USB-C connectivity. The 4-wheel drive system is easy to use. 2-wheel drive high, 4-wheel drive high. You can lock the rear differential. You have low range. You also have an integrated trailer brake controller. You also have a drive mode selector, so you can switch this dial around and that will change the behavior of the vehicle. So you have normal, you have slippery roads, you have off-road, and you can see like when you put it in off-road, it will automatically lock the rear differential and put it in 4-wheel drive high. We also have tow haul, And we have eco mode. Great mirrors for towing, and you can also telescope them outward. You just give it a little pull, and that extends them a little bit for a little bit better visibility while towing that big trailer. Well, thanks for joining me on this walk around. My name is Joe. We're with Scarff Ford. We've been in business 103 years. We sell new Fords and new Isuzus. We've probably been serving the Seattle-Tacoma area for all these years, located in Auburn, Washington. If you enjoy this content and are watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.